Hi, welcome back to the channel, TrainStation 2. Alright, we are prepared for the second competition. In a way, we're having all the warehouse full of event items, as well as EP 53 of 3 numbers that jobs has been completed. Alright, I'm going to show you a very short video of this few wonderful trains for this event. So in total, there are 5 of them, so do enjoy. Is there any of the trains of especially for your liking? For me, it's the 2 legendaries. Alright, so this is the preparations for the second competition. This competition is unlike the first one. It will be slightly longer. It will be a 3 days competition in a way. But that's it. As I mentioned before, do not start too late because in this new way of game competitions, it's no longer advantageous to start late. The developer has somewhat decided to benefit people who start early, so that's what has been experienced so far. I've yet got to know what is the right timing in terms of if we really want to start late. It's just to avoid those very aggressive players, but I'm still trying my best to figure it out in terms of starting how many hours late. This time around, probably about 10 hours or so. And then eventually, of course, with the EP of 53 times 3, that would give us 159 EP head start. Definitely that's the best EP so far that I get it. And of course, do remember, try to do the jobs evenly, because there seems to be a chance whereby you are stuck with just 2 jobs itself. Okay, so do not be afraid of 100% completion in the event map that I already explained. That old way of preventing 100% completion is no longer useful. Try your best to get 100% complete as soon as possible. If everything remains status quo, it should be EP 70 waiting for us after 100% completion. That's what's the experience you have in the last competition. Alright, that's it. More importantly, you got to make sure you have all the items requested in the warehouse. What I'm saying about is basically those event items, because during events, event items asked for by the customers is always the common scene. There are indeed some non-event items, but again, that's it. The non-event items are really items that very rarely asked for in a way. Do prepare them, of course, in all your factories. So I have 7 factories. All the 7 factories are filled to the brim with the non-event items, and I've cleared my warehouse just to clear all the non-event items out and put only event items, be it completed, produced, or basically including those raw materials. Okay, so that's the preparation for the second competition. Along the way, I'll still try to gather keys by doing some of the region jobs as well as the French jobs. Alright, I did mention before in one of my videos, with the revamp of this game, they have inserted multiple jobs, and basically, even though you like me completed the French map, they basically have to do a reset to that. So in a way, I'm only 50+% complete, and I'm really enjoying it because those French jobs give really good amount of keys and good amount of coins. That's basically one of the speculation that in the event in future there won't be so many coins available. So what I mean by coins is really those gold, those event coins. And now for this Save the Earth is not event coins but event badge in a way. Those that you get from competition, they can only change 10 numbers. That is quite sad, because always we thought that if you couldn't get that event train of 1000 in this situation, event badge, you use every single event badge that you have and exchange into gold, probably near to 100,000 gold or so, depends on your level. So now that's it, that will no longer be available. That's really sad. I think this is something that developers shouldn't be taking away. Many people are already complaining. I'm hoping that they will change that in the next event. So this is just one way, I believe, for revenue generation. So you expect us to spend more real money, but definitely no. Okay, so they are also, like I said, clamping down on people who start late, clamping down on the 99% strategy. All this doesn't work anymore. So now if you want to get the first spot in the way, you either play non-stop, or you spend real money to buy some gems, or you get gems by playing related games if you are Android players only. Unfortunately for Apple players like myself, we will not gain from those gems generation games. For us, we just have to watch every single video when it pops up to get one gem at a time, as well as to progress along the way. We get some gems for the job done. Alright, so that's it. Gems are really precious, and I think we just got to save more, especially when we have to engage additional dispatcher. I'm really hoping you can save more gems, but sometimes, you know, we do need 1 or 2 gems to be spent at times to get things produced. Just for example, you need some raw materials, and you're in the midst of really delivering. You can't afford it, you just don't mind spending 1 or 2 gems to get the balanced raw materials, right? So that is how useful gems are. And of course, there will be circumstances whereby you really need a lot of gems, like what I did, expand the warehouse to spend a lot, almost all my gems. And of course, engage an additional dispatcher will be also causing a lot of gems in a way. Okay, so that's it. Upgrading your factories, your main factories, definitely is something that you should do in order to have the maximum capacity in terms of warehousing. I'm talking about additional warehousing, yeah, because the warehouse is tiny. Additional warehousing in terms of input and output tray, as I always emphasize in the factories, is definitely additional warehousing. Do remember to do housekeeping as usual. Your warehouse, try to remove the small quantity items. They are no longer required, and they are definitely not useful. Alright, so in preparation for the receiving of the legendary trains, do not, I will advise you, really do not exchange your event keys too soon for common trains, rare trains, or even epic train. Wait for you have sufficient event keys to exchange the legendary. Once you're done with that, then you can move down. The next one will be epic, then you move down to common, to rare, then common. Alright, so that's normally how you do it. And finally, of course, if you still got some spare, you really want to think about the special building. That's something that you ponder. Sometimes you're just going to choose between a special building and a common. So this is something you got to think about. For me, this is not the first time I'm playing Safety Earth. The previous while I have 3 trains already. I'm missing probably the common train, as well as the event coin train, whereby in this case it's the event badge train, which wasn't in the last. So that's it. I'm really hoping we'll be able to get at least 2 legendary and a special building, because I do need that additional population. You know that every special building you place in is about 80 population, which is quite a lot for me. I'm trying and struggling to get the population upgrade slow, bit by bit, really tough. Alright, coming towards an end, these are the 53 EP jobs, and these are my warehouse items that I have prepared. I wish you good luck in the second competition, and I'm gonna take a good rest before we fight continuously for 3 full days. Alright, thank you again for watching. Do like and subscribe. Goodbye.